Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I was watching Asmongold and this video popped up, or he's watched several different videos talking about Chinese factories and producers trying to get our attention with cheap knockoff brands of the various designer things out there like Gucci and all that stuff. And the only reason I'm making a video about this right now is because my wife showed me a similar video last night, and since they both kind of like popped in relatively close to each other, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a second and go over this and just talk about how silly it is from an American perspective that this is going on. So I know that for the most part, everybody in America at least knows this, but knockoff brands are not a new phenomenon. I mean, everywhere you go in the United States, there are off brands of everything that you get. You go to the grocery store and you buy Frosted Flakes, right? Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, that's what you buy. But, you know, a little bit further down the shelf, there's a massive bag of, I don't even know, every region has a different name for it, but it's an off-brand of Frosted Flakes. It's Frosty Flakes or something like that. That's just, you know, it's the same product, but just in a different bag, and it doesn't have the nice brand name, Frosted Flakes, right? And the thing is that they're all made in the same factory. The fact that the Frosty Flakes that you get from the store is made in the same place that Frosted Flakes is made, and they just package it in a different thing, and they ship it off to the store, and you as the consumer decide which one you're going to buy because of the packaging. There is very little, like they adjust the recipe slightly so that, you know, you can't claim that it's the same thing in a different packaging, but it's the same thing in a different packaging. Off-brands and knockoff brands and all of that stuff are nothing new, and I just find it amusing because these Chinese companies are coming over here like, oh, you can get all of these luxury brand things at cheap prices by just buying it from us. And it's like, yeah, we know that already. Like, that's nothing new. This is not a new thing that we've never seen before. You're not reinventing the wheel over here. We know. People buy Gucci, or they buy whatever other brands that are in here. They buy these brand name things because it's a status thing. Over here in America, it's a status thing to buy these things that are super expensive. Now, personally, I don't give a crap about any of that. I've never owned a pair of Nikes. I've never owned whatever other male brand name things that you would wear or that you would buy. I have no interest in buying a luxury car or anything like that. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if I had like a Lamborghini or something. But I mean, I would never go out of my way to go try to figure that out. I personally don't care about brand names. But here in America, it's a big thing. And in most Western countries, brand names are a big thing. And they're big things because they want the logo. They want the brand. And for people who have no money, obviously trying to get a copy of that seems very attractive. But to try to tell people that they're overspending on these things because, it's made here in China. We send it to Europe and they put their logo on it, and now you're paying 10 times or 100 times what it was. Well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of what's going on there, because to get access to the status, you have to buy it from the company. You have to buy it from the people who designed that design for the bag. It's the design and the logo that they're paying for. You might have stolen their design, sure. You can steal their design, repackage it as your own, and sell it and say, oh, look, this looks just like a Gucci bag. But without the logo and without authorized access to the logo, it doesn't have the same status effect that rich people who have a lot of money are looking for. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that, you know, it's the thing that makes it funny for me is just the fact that these companies over in China think that they're making a point somehow. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not making a point. You're just restating something that every American already knows intuitively. There's expensive brands, and then there's the cheap brands, and there's no functional difference between them. It's just, you want the name brand because it's more impressive and whatever. It's the way it works. That's the way it works in, you know, advanced economies. People want to show off, and they want to be able to say, oh, I can afford Frosted Flakes, and I don't have to buy the Frosty Flakes. I can buy the Frosted Flakes. I have the money for that. That's all it is. That's all it is. And you're not going to convince rich people to buy your cheap crap because they want to spend the extra money to show off their money. So, and you might convince, and you were already going to convince the poor people to buy your stuff because they were already looking for the knockoffs anyway. So you don't have to try to tell us that, oh, you're spending 10 times more money. The people that can afford to do that want to spend 10 times more money on their stuff because they can afford to do it and it allows them to flex on everybody. That's what's going on. So anyways, just want to take a moment to put a reality check out there because, I mean, this is nothing new. There's nothing new going on here. It's been going on since consumerism started, and so yeah, click that like button, subscribe to help us reach our first 1,000 subscribers so we can get the channel monetized, and share this video with your friends so that people stop being taken in by stuff like this because it's ridiculous. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.